For this video, we're going to be breaking down number 9 quarterback Brady Feliciotto, class of 2024 of John J. East Fishkill High School in New York, highlighted on the screen. Now, before we dive into the breakdown, I do want to remind you if you could please give a thumbs up and subscribe if you like this content. It really does help the channel, and I also want to publicly thank our Patreon and those that have donated to our group. Now, diving into the breakdown, I got to say this young man really helped carry this offense. Solid size and build to him at 6 foot, 190 pounds. He had, 27 total touchdowns last year, over 2,000 total yards. And he completed about 70% of his passes. So this was a very efficient quarterback, dual threat guy, good athlete, really excels off of play action, designed rollouts, sprint outs, where I've seen some of his best decisions and tight window throws, especially on the intermediate and deep routes. He doesn't have a huge arm, but he makes up for it with his athleticism as a runner. Man, he can run with some strength in between the tackles, and he has that breakaway speed to hit big chunk plays, which are always important. Things he can work on. I do think he needs to continue to grow as a pocket passer with his reads, with the quick game accuracy. Sometimes it feels like he's rushing his reads a little bit. He'll bail out of the pocket a little bit too soon, but a lot to like from this young man. And let's start. I mentioned about in the pocket plays. Let's just talk about one of them. This is trips. He's in the middle of the field. They're going to fake a screen to the wide receiver on the outside. These two guys are going to be faking, blocking, going deep. And we're going to see his ability again to hike, set a base, and throw, right? And you can see he's trying to shuffle a little bit. He does have a pretty quick release. And when he launches this out, this is a 35 air yard type of throw right here. Hits him in stride. Good timing on the route. Puts it out in front of the receiver where he doesn't have to stop for the ball. So this is, again, good timing. Gets it where it needs to be, right? Again, not having the strongest arm, but, again, he's not waiting for him to get open. He sees the open space to the outside. He's going to deliver it. And when you have good timing, you can make these kind of throws. Really strong throw, put it out in stride for a big chunk play. Let's go to another play. This is when he's at his best. I mentioned it. Design rollouts, play action. Design sprint outs. And it's because you're using that athleticism. And he's going to be here, right? He's going to try to roll out towards the right, but I like the design of this play. You're going to have a deep drag across the middle. You're going to see these routes kind of going towards the wide side of the field, but they're going to sneak a throwback with this tight end. He's going to block and sneak to the corner of the end zone on the opposite side. And that's where they want to go with the ball. Now, this is obviously a long, drawn-out play, so you need protection. And the quarterback needs to buy himself some time. And with his athleticism, he sure can do that, right? There's the rollout right here. Now look at him. You can see it's starting to become open, but he needs a little bit more time, but the pressure's coming on. This is the athleticism that he can maneuver the pocket, set his feet, and make a throw. And I like this. Look at him falling back. He can't really step into it with the pressure in his face, but he shows enough of that arm strength right there. Boom, right? That's a 30-yard touchdown. Pretty throw falling backwards. And nice design and the ability to buy some time and make the throw over the top. Here's another example, right? This is going to be a design sprint out again. This is when he's at his best. You're going to see the route combination, a stop. You're going to do a corner. You're going to do a deep out. He's getting out on the edge where he puts a lot of pressure on the defense, not just to defend the routes that way, but to defend the run with his ability to break outside the pocket. And you see this defender, he's going out to the flat, so this is where he's got to make this read right here. Between those two guys, the safety and the corner. You can see a little bit of confusion right here. Corner's going to sit. There's nobody on the deep outside third now. That's where it's going to open up. He reads it correctly. Again, attacking that line of scrimmage. And then look at the mustard he puts on that, right? Really drives the ball there. And that's what I love about him on that play action. He can drive that football. Really nice throw. Let's watch it again. Again, the sprint out. Delivers a real nice strike right there. Beautiful throw. Now, let's go to the next play. I mentioned again, really strong athlete. I think he had over, 20 rushing touchdowns. He was a huge part of this run game. And for good reason why. He has the strength. He shows it, 190 pounds, well built. He can run in between the tackles, run through arm tackles, and he has that breakaway speed. And here's an example of it. Right, you can see tight formations. He's pretty much like another running back in the backfield. They're going to fake a sweep this way, run the counter back, and he does a good job setting up blockers, and you're going to see the speed, right? Look at him. Really good job of sealing right here. Now he's going to set up this blocker. He stays right on his hip. The defender chooses. He over pursues. Going to leave this lane. And now hit the burners right here. Boom. Puts his foot in the dirt. Explodes. And those are that big chunk plays right there. So you can see that dual athlete. Somebody can get out on the edge, make some throws off of play action, on the design sprint outs, and he damn sure can do this, which is running the football. And there's the fake right there. Look at the counter. Sets up the blocker really well. Good job blocking and sealing that off by the rest of the team. Puts his foot in the dirt. Boom. Gets north and south real quick. And this is what you like to see, that closing speed to not only just hit a big 20-yard run, but to finish that touchdown. An exciting football player. A lot put on his plate, but this is a guy who can really carry the load offensively for his team, and I'm excited to see the growth heading into next season.